At my birthday party, my mom murmured to my sister, "While everyone is here, go and swap the locks." I never thought my own mother would try to destroy my marriage. But what happened on my 32nd birthday wasn't just a betrayal, it was a meticulously planned ambush, and I almost walked right into it. The cafe buzzed with laughter and the smell of coffee, completely oblivious to the silent war simmering beneath the surface. My wife, Olivia, had thrown me a surprise party, nothing fancy, just close friends, some coworkers, and family. My mom, Eleanor, and my sister, Chloe, had flown in from Nevada, supposedly just to celebrate. That already felt a bit off because Eleanor never made a big deal about birthdays. They showed up at the cafe right as everyone yelled surprise, and Eleanor had this strange energy about her, like she was buzzing with something more than just party excitement. She kept glancing at her phone, then at Chloe, then back at her phone. I just figured she was being her usual controlling self, probably stressing about the cake or something equally unimportant. The party was going great until about an hour in. I was talking to my friend Caleb about the Lakers game, but I had a clear view of Eleanor pulling Chloe aside near the restrooms. Eleanor leaned in close, whispered something, and I saw Chloe's eyes go wide for just a second before she nodded. Eleanor said something else, and Chloe pulled out her phone, typed, and showed it to her. They both looked at the screen. Eleanor nodded with a satisfied smile, and then Chloe grabbed her purse and headed for the exit. The whole thing took maybe 90 seconds, but something about it made my stomach drop. I excused myself from Caleb and caught up with Chloe at the door. She was already halfway out when I asked where she was going. She barely looked at me, mumbled something about needing to grab something from the car, and that she'd be back soon. Her voice was shaky, and she wouldn't make eye contact. Chloe's a terrible liar, always has been. But I didn't push it, I had a cafe full of people waiting for me to cut the cake. She was gone for over an hour. I kept checking the door, kept asking Eleanor where Chloe went, and Eleanor just waved me off with excuses about traffic, pharmacy runs, and phone calls. When Chloe finally came back, she looked like she'd seen a ghost. I mean, ghost white, sweating even though it was 60 degrees outside, her hands trembling when she reached for her water glass. She walked straight to Eleanor, leaned down, and whispered something that made Eleanor's face go from smug to confused to angry in about 3 seconds. I tried to get closer to hear what they were saying, but Olivia pulled me away to talk to her parents, who were leaving early. The rest of the party was a blur of forced smiles and me watching Eleanor and Chloe have what looked like an increasingly heated whispered argument in the corner. Around 9 p.m., everyone started heading out. Eleanor suddenly announced she was tired and needed to get back to her hotel. She hugged me goodbye, held on a little too long, and said something about hoping this year would bring big changes for me. Chloe barely said goodbye at all, just waved from across the room and followed Eleanor out the door. Olivia and I stayed behind to help the cafe staff clean up, which took another 30 minutes. The whole drive home, Olivia kept asking if I'd noticed how weird my mom and sister were acting. I told her I had, but had no idea what was bottom left of screen. Click full story.